Hello, welcome back. Been a while since I've been on. Got laid off yesterday morning. About 20 other good people. To be fair, I knew it was coming. One of the highest paid people still on the team, but it doesn't make it sting any less. As I do, hop right into code. Talk about where this will take us next, and entertain any fun conversations. I hope you all have been coding and keeping up your skills. Give me a second here. All right, that's much better. Yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at nextjs. So that is the React server-side layer component. There's a couple of great reasons to hop into nextjs. One, we want to continually upskill over here, keep our skills fresh. Nuxt.js is the Vue equivalent for server-side rendering with Vue. Now I'm not in that job, I'm not going to be worrying about Vue anymore. I prefer React. So that would be cool. What we're going to be looking at building. Well, guys, we're going to be looking at building our very own VOD service. And it's all going to be it's going to be open source, I suppose. Literally just going to build it on the channel here. And it's going to be a home for all my content where I basically teach you how to jump into new technologies. So I've got a lot of requests for folks wanting to work with React or Next.js, some Node.js, and for the fun stuff, we're going to do some Canvas and WebGL as well. So that'll be fun. We'll also take a look at some of the AI toolkits out there. I am a proponent of experience over just straight tooling. I believe that if you have experience, you're going to be a better coder in the first place and appreciate the like. So yeah, if you didn't hear the news, got laid off. Got a couple of months severance if I sign this little package, non-disparagement agreement. Likely will, because I could use that money to kind of do what I already want to do here. So a couple of changes that we're going to be looking at just doing is some longer running streams and much earlier during the day. So somehow I got my sleep schedule reset even in the middle of this bloody chaos. So that's good. We're going to be heading out to the coast tomorrow and likely still to Scotland. So it's going to be interesting. It's the first time in my 30s I've been unemployed. Not sure how long that'll last. I think that I want to go on the hustle route for a little while. So we'll have fun with it. But yeah, if you want to see what it's like for a guy, an immigrant in America who got laid off, welcome. Let's jump into tech. Luckily, I have a ton of hobbies, so I won't go too bloody crazy, just a wee bit. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, let me grab my Iron Brew, and I shall be back. And actually, we're gonna plug in the bloody internet, old unsecured Wi-Fi, so we can pull up our PSP work. So if you've been following some of the stuff I've been doing on this channel, it's heavy on React, it's heavy on Canvas, WebGL. And what is going on, Wade Think? Yeah, what a time to be alive, bud. What a bloody time. Let me hook up the YouTube live chat here so you can see what I've got going on, what I've coded over here. So if you've got any code questions or just want to talk shite, you're more than welcome to. All right, let's start this up.
Wade FNK says, face blue smiling.
Appreciate the like, buddy. That helps us out in the channel. Make sure you subscribe because nothing but chaos from here on out. Chaos and code. Just how I bloody like it. All right, let's plug in this bloody other internet. Rightio. Right, what else do we need? Can of Monster in the freezer, that's always good. Fucking America, man. I thought this was the place you're supposed to come and make it. Love you, America. Don't kick me out. Sake. Okay. Curious. Wait. Do you do any programming? Let's get some tunage going. Terrible YouTube songs pulled straight from the YouTube free music library. You know, I found this, well, a friend did, he found a jingle. So I've been coding since I was about 12, right? I used to run a little radio show that like 5 people listened to when I was like 12. And he found a bloody jingle for it. So we have to see if we can pull that into this shite. Oh man, where'd I even start? It's fucking chaos. Okay, well let's just get the connection up on this bloody PSP. We'll get that going because we do have YouTube live chat coded for a 2004 PSP. And for some reason, YouTube does a shite job at sending people that would actually appreciate this crazy stuff that I code. Not sure what's up with that, but part of that is I just don't get on here enough. Like I sit there and I think I should turn the camera on, I should be recording, I should be streaming, I should be doing this. And to be fair, I've recorded a lot. Like I recorded my entire experience being laid off. Probably put together a little video on that. I also recorded a whole video. Let me start recording up here. I'm building this shite for the PSP. Right, we'll do that to start over here. We have to start a local server. Looks like it's up still, so what the fuck's... Okay. Got a lot to do, boys. Got the house cleaned up a good bit. Got the dishes done. Couple of meals cooked, and I cleaned up the bloody 2 acres of hell I've got out here. Decent amount. Hate everything. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Right, is this coming up? I like how it's like the most peaceful music while I'm just fucking hating life. It's probably too loud. Been so much change this year, so much death, so much just like uncomfortableness. Like my mum broke like both her ankles in like the most horrendous way possible. And I've still been working 2 jobs, and she has like my 2 baby sisters she looks after. So no one's had it easy. I need this PSP to come online. I need this to come online. I have to check our phone. There we go. So this is YouTube chat on the PSP with avatars. If you want me to explain how it works, be my guest. Fire this up. Oh, it's been fancy. I think the last stream I did, I'll have to fix this real quick. Last stream I did, I didn't say anything. It didn't work out too well. Yeah. Let's fix this real quick. Okay, turn this back to large. We will actually make this a popover. So when we move over to our nextjs stack, we're going to be pulling in Tailwind instead of React Bootstrap for our CSS framework. And I kind of have to make a decision. How I'm going to handle what I've already got built. And well, the good thing is like we could literally just load in the canvas avatar chat here as an iframe and communicate over post message. So I already set up with that, everything's built. Working on an event bus, similar to like how a kernel works in like an operating system. Just shoves messages out, doesn't matter where they're coming from. Home setting. Grab a video ID. Grab it. And then do have to check messages. That's that. Okay. So look at that. If you look on the PSP, that's the last chat message that came in from Wade. You want to go and see if this is actually some bullshit or something that actually works? Just type in the live chat. Really that easy. I think we're up at Kick and Twitch as well. Let me have a wee look. Wee looky. Wee peek. God, just Kick, it's just a bunch of chicks. Not even that pretty or anything. What can you do? Okay, phone time. And then I'll get into some codes. Paper Planes by Mia, that's a good one. Was it MIA? I don't know how to pronounce it. So Florida just introduced an open carry law. That'd be interesting. What should we do? Pop this over to people, going blogs. Blogs just have a very different meaning. If you go back 10 years ago, a blog was something else. Okay. We did get permission to use awesome musicians' work off of YouTube. Don't know how that works because I know any sort of content IDs, even if they're not pursued on YouTube, will shut down any momentum the channel has. So definitely a bit scared to do it, a bit fear. But we could try it. God, I pulled so much random shit. Okay. Why don't we close all the tabs we got open? Got a problem, I have too many tabs. We're going to look at nextjs. We're going to look at webgl as a deployment option. What was the name of that AI codec someone mentioned? Oh, cursor. You take a look at this shite. I can tell you I used Copilot for the VS Code at work, and while it's helpful for some things, it's like really got in my way. Likes to like do nested shite code. I like to keep my code flat, not nesting my if statements, not nesting anything if I can help it. Copilot's just like, you know, 7 layers deep with if statements. And, some of the last pull requests I was looking at, specifically coming from overseas team, all just AI shite code. The thing is you can tell the AI, like, hey, I've got some specifications, like I don't want my code to be nested, I don't want it to do this or that. But they haven't done it. Alright, we may as well download this pish. Take a look. Even wants to download. It's always a party. That's another thing. So my brother, he's in Paisley, Scotland, right? Not exactly like the most well-off area in Scotland, but it's like, it's ancient and shit. It's got a lot of people that live there. Pretty close to Glasgow. And he's a type 1 diabetic, been that since he was 5 years old. And it turns out, I think he's got some liver damage going on. That's what he said as well. Well, anyway, when you need an ambulance sent out. They couldn't send them an ambulance, so the NHS over there is basically so fucking full. They're like, yeah, we can't send you an ambulance like for like 24 hours. So what they ended up doing is dispatching a little doctor in a van, and he came and hung IVs from his light fixture. So Dylan, my brother, has pictures of just IVs hanging from his light fixture. That's healthcare in Scotland. So, as my brother likes to remind me, shite as is over here, it's way better than Scotland. So, fuck. Right, this still isn't downloading. What do we have to do to get this to bloody download? This is ridiculous. Apparently nothing, it's just not cooperating. Right, let's relaunch the bloody update. Cheeky. Oh, is this downloading somewhere I just can't see? It's not downloading anything. For you folks thinking about coming to America on like the H-1B visas, don't do it. Because you'll just get treated the same as the quote American workforce. I'm not American, but like legally I'm one. And you know, I like it here and stuff. I've always been able to work, pay my bills. I bought my bloody house when I was 20, on mortgage, mind you. I'm still bloody paying for it. But I got it when I was 20. 2 acres. In Florida. Try doing that now, you have to be a bloody millionaire. I'm not exaggerating. Some of the folks out here, their property taxes are like 16,000, 20,000 a year. So when I first moved to like this part of Florida, well, I was maybe 20 miles in, on the coast, right on the coast, a little town called Lake Worth, where I have a spot still. Rents were maybe like bloody 600 and you'd get like a 3-bedroom house. No exaggeration, in one of the coolest little towns. It's still alright, but it's nowhere like it was. It used to be raging. It used to be a party all the time. I lived like 2 blocks from downtown the entire time I lived there. And you could just hear the music from downtown. But I blame it with like coronavirus, man. It really impacted how people live and do life. Alright, we finally got this shit installed. So we'll check out cursor. I've had folks come on my channel and they see me coding by hand and they're like, oh, you Stone Age caveman. And I'm like, sake man, you should know how to code before you use AI. Because it's like, yes, AI, incredibly powerful tool. I've been able to use it to do so much, but like, you're so much better if you know how to code. What you gotta do is just throw together random shite, not understand how it works, and then deploy it, and then hook up a payment processor and wonder why you get hacked. How do you maintain something like that? Right, to sign up, so how much does this shite cost? Got a bloody keyboard camera in front of my screen. That's annoying. I'll continue. Come on. For any issues, yes, it doesn't work. Right, so it's a VS Code fork, and it doesn't have a white theme by default. Listen, I'm already falling asleep like on a normal bloody day. Okay, here we go. Right, let's do that. Plan anything build. Right, so what do we have here? we have Command I for the agent, we have Tab for cursor tab, and we have inline edit, which is Command K. I have this beautiful keyboard down here hooked up to my Mac, and the keys do not correspond to any logical thing. I'm fine with, no, I'm not fine with it. I'm not. Right, so first thing from cursor, any code you write, they own it. That's it. Okay, thank you. Very nice. Very good. Right, so we'll try two pathways here. Do our nextjs VOD app by fucking hand using Google, which sucks. Used to be really good. And we'll also try cursor. And how did I wake up here? Like, we'll give it its own body folder. I'm sure it has like my entire body hard drive now, because you know that's what it does. In Windows, you get bloody ads in your start menu. I feel like an old man. Right. So what do we have here? We have project, we have search, we have git changes, we have a bunch of bullshit. I think I've seen a hack for this recently. Someone put out a bad package. So that's another thing, like the ways that projects or services get exploited these days is almost hilarious if it wasn't for the fact that like we are all at risk. Like large npm publisher, package publisher, you know, for JavaScript, gets exploited, pushes something out. Everybody that consumes that npm package, even if not directly, say you're using a package that leverages a package from someone else and that one gets exploited, eventually that'll make its way down the tree and get to you as well. It's where the importance of, I suppose, like package locks come in. But I mean, software development today is so abstracted from what it used to be. Most folks don't even know how to write plain JavaScript today. Like seriously, or you wouldn't even know what JavaScript APIs are default in your bloody browser. We have polyfills for everything. Started with Babel. I'm not sure if most folks still use that today, but like Webpack, you know, and the likes of that, Vite and all that crap, kind of do that for you. So that's where we're at. That is where we're at. Right, let me just tell this fucker to generate VOD nextjs app with Tailwind for CSS. And let's see if it creates like file directories and everything. Personalize project with TypeScript. That's pretty cool as a little body to-do list. I'm wondering what version of agent model which this shite's using. It's very similar to Copilot over here with local patches assembled. Right, let's just let it do its thing, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Yes. C. BN. E. Okay. Alright. Now let's take a look and see what it's done over here. See what versions of stuff it's pulled in. Is it pulled in with its packages? I assume it has, but it's always good to validate that. I'm gonna trust this shite to wipe my arse with, but we'll explore it. Why is it specifying colors? I don't know.
don't like how it's set up this directory here. Also, it's assuming we're just TypeScript. And the editor here is complaining. That's really funny. How do we get it to do the next thing? Oh, okay.
So you're just supposed to scroll down like an infinite list and it just generates. Oh man, look at this shite.
That's not good. I suppose we can specify somewhere in the agent, like we don't want you to directly reference numeric like arrays and properties through that. No guard down, no nothing. But also it's generating relative paths instead of absolute. A bit painful. Alright, let's start this shite and see what it. So, npm dev. Let's see, is the terminal command the same? Yes, it is. So, npm I. Pick your body type. Make me buy a new computer, even though I'm unemployed idiot at this point. Good job. Oh, that's funny, you can see my body password. Fucking. Yeah, let's see. We're at 3,000, not as if we're not already using that already. Good job. Oh, it's on HTTP. Wouldn't the port on HTTPS still be the same on HTTP? Very different. Despite bloody 20 years of experience, I do not take anything for granted. Assumptions are dangerous, more so in relationships. Get you in trouble. Wow. That's a lot. But you want to know how to read the bloody code, it does. Like, that is so important. Right, so this time it decided not to reference hard-coded array, actually. Doing a map and then pulling an item from that and through it. And, surprised that word hasn't been Americanized. Like in America, like, you know, the word center is ER instead of RE, but you know, it didn't change it. Give it another 10 years, they'll be on it. So many of our words in English, I mean, like old school English, come from French, specifically. Color, favorite, all that shit. So it generated some code, but not all of it was generated. Okay. I mean, it's great. It's a great bootstrap tool, but it's kind of generated like a broken application with like junior level development here. But for someone with experience, this can be immensely helpful for moving forward. But I am curious about it. It's like all suggest how painful that is, because Copilot, oh, formatting's all off. See, look, there's just some common standard things here that can make things easier. Let's standardize our bloody formatting before we go anywhere. But no, where's my ESLint? Didn't generate that. I suppose because I didn't specify it. And see, this is where it's important. You have to know what you have to want to ask for. It didn't specify ESLint, so it didn't give me ESLint. And what else? No localization either. So that's interesting. It's just killing relative paths. Ideal. It's also not specifying file extension, so that'll get you some shite as well. Specifying extensions. React FC. So we're jumping into function component.
Alright, because we're using TypeScript here, so everything's typed. Wish they just said function component.
Alright, see, but it's generating code, so this might not be relevant. Let's see here. Huh.
Since I'm a bum now, we're gonna have to make sure that dinner's cheap.
Well, the PSP crapped out as we're in the middle of doing whatever. Probably because, oh, you know why? It requires us to have an active session here. So once we're back in, it should pop back up. Let's see if that's the case. So the PSP browser is as basic as you can get.
Okay, there you go.
No DOM manipulation on the PSP. So coding for this piece of shite has been fun, but I have this like OCD determination complex where it's like, no, I know it can be done. We did it. Come on.
Click on now.
It's so slow. There we go. Kick. You want to test out the PSP? I'll hook up the bloody Kick chat. Check this out. You can actually see my bloody screen. Right, look at this. So I coded Kick integration. If I go down here, type my channel name, click start connection. Now, anything that isn't like a shite comment or an ad from Kick, get through. You know, hear it in the chat. You'll see it on this lovely device. So try it out. I've watched enough, what is it, Phil? What's his name? What's that YouTuber's name? Phil. You know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Alright, Dark Side Phil. I'm not sure enough. Dark Side Phil. I know Kick is interesting. Oh yeah, let's see. YouTube's dead. We used to get like 20, 30 people watching us and then. Now we've got 2. Look at this, I coded all these like integrations, live stats, you can see. Oh, why isn't it coming in? Why isn't the live count coming in? Oh, because we're not logged in on. We actually have to have a session for these stat functions to work. Alright. Alright, we have 4 watching us. Brilliant. There's our sub counter on YouTube. Big baller. Alright. Carry on over here. It did generate anything. Just didn't specify anything. Very good. Oh. We have here. I was a fan of ActionScript 3. Not the biggest fan of TypeScript yet. Like, one of the purposes of JavaScript is like you can bend it in on itself. You kind of lose that a little bit with TypeScript unless you want to like specify everything as like anything. I feel like that it's, you know, besides you do see some types, that's good. This is rather JavaScript like. Bit gross. I'm also not a fan of like okay, so it just generated code that like doesn't work. That's good. Alright, so what are we missing? Yeah, oh, it's there. Okay, so we have to go through and click keep on everything we want. Interesting. For our VOD content, we're just going to pop up on S3 and then pull it in. What we're going to do for comments. What the hell are these videos they're putting? What? Matrix. Alright, relate videos doesn't work. Kind of like fudges it. Well, I mean, it gives you a good scaffold. Definitely interesting. To yeah, gonna run through this. Is there a way to mass do this? Just see what it generates. Take a look at CSS here. Interesting, it's nice. That's it. No bitching. Actually, pulling in movies is the gram one. Of React.
shit. We don't have power going to the PSP. Good job. We run out of memory. Oh, yeah. So 2 megabytes of memory on the PSP has made it very interesting, at least. I need to make a cup of tea. Do you know what resolve components layout? We know it's there. It's interesting too because so much of this is like old school object-oriented programming, like, and so much programming today with like Vue and React is moving to more like composition-based. So it's interesting seeing it's shoehorned in there with TypeScript. So context with something loading all this shit into context. Doesn't specify like how many tokens or format. Nope. Okay, that's weird. Maybe if it just did absolute paths in the first place, we wouldn't have this issue. So I just told it to make everything absolute paths and see what it does here. Okay. That's better. Right. Should resolve that. What I'm saying is just it helps have a wee bit of experience diving into it here. With search and stuff ourselves. All in all, pretty helpful for bootstrapping. We have to generate thumbnails for our odd content now. It's free. So for every file, and maybe file will generate
Generate a body JPEG as a compression. I'm a fan of PNG, lossless compression. But the more I work with this thing, the more I'm reminded that the size of request is important. Now I'm telling it to implement Square for processing payment and to implement a basic user system for reg, login, search. Okay, so it's installing the Square SDK package. It needs dependencies, so I'm assuming it's going to go with UFA from maybe like Google or something. Let's see. I mean, if we're in a next app, we do have a backend that can generate. It's so wide and crazy with like the amount of files it's happy to generate. This is insane. Curious, like where does it keep track of like how many bloody tokens you've got left with the service? It can't just be infinite. Right, so we've used up 42% of our context, but give me more info. Just check out the shite that is generated. It's kept everything using absolute path, so that's okay. Over here. So it decided we're going to use JS cookie, but didn't install the package. Did put it here, it just doesn't run npm i for us. Let's go ahead and do that. Dev. Bitching about still bitching about JS cookie. Interesting. Why? Let's be referencing it wrong. Oh, were we looking at that? It's an off content. Already ran now. I can't find type declarations. See, this is another kick and arse for TypeScript. Like, TypeScript's great to consume. API is done in TypeScript, packages, brilliant. JavaScript, but not everything exposes types. Oh my god. yeah, we're still debugging constantly. Keyboard commands don't work. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Ooh. Awesome.
I don't like dropping semicolons for the end of the line either. Whatever.
Alright, let's just take a look at JS Cookie. Oh, I have to install the types separately. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is aggravating. Does the AI suggesting bloody Google is like fucking listening? I'm just going to specify to use something TypeScript friendly instead of JS cookies. Prefer to use native browser APIs where possible. Oh my god, look at this shit. Immutable variable names, random capitalization. Very nice. Okay, we're back. part of the problem with YouTube as well. It's used to me coming on like 2 a.m. We're coming on at like a reasonable time. It's putting me out to like an American audience who doesn't give a fuck about what I'm doing. This is just mistake. Just stuck in a loop of broken dependencies now.
Don't push back. Don't push.
Let's look how I actually coded it.
Don't push back. 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 Contents under pressure.
Now I'm literally just plainly running commands from cursor. I'm not fixing it. Makes me hate coding.
Don't push back.
Okay, let's figure out food. Shout out. What happened over here? Run it ourselves. they tried to generate all this on the client side. There we go. It works. Look at subscription. Yeah, I would like heavily leverage this for is just generating front end components. Figure it out. Why did it not generate? So tailwinds. Works. Take into account some screen size. Yeah. If you need someone that did shit like that, that's already capable of making my files convoluted AI to help. Your localization. Here, that's good. Generate some square test data. Some validation. Okay, well, that's good. Off the top of my head though, as helpful as it was, it's like also very discouraging. You're nailing it. itself seems to be the deployment place of choice now, but I wonder, is that just going out to Azure? Is it just going out to AWS and just get a double? It has its own mesh network, which is built on infrastructure from AWS. Okay, got you. AWS is expensive enough. And Vercel. Vercel also on Nuxt. Right, folks, we'll end it here. YouTube hates me now. So, and I've ran out of steam, so I'm going to sit down, listen to some music, and wait for my friend to head up. And then we'll see if we get back on later. Cheers.